Hi guys, so it's been a while since I updated you on Sadie, and I don't know how many of you know this, but it was my intention. She's biting my leg. No bite. No bite. It was my intention to make Sadie my service dog. And I thought, stop. No bite. I thought that wasn't going to happen because she doesn't really seem to have the potential. I thought. Hey, she is 5 months old today. Let's see if she's still trying to eat me. And that's her butthole. Let's see if I can show you her face. Come here, Sadie. Come here. So, she's 5 months old today. And I just had an extremely bad PTSD episode where I passed out and fell out of my chair and I was hitting my head on the floor apparently. And my fiance was, I heard that too. My fiance had to help, and she was there too, but she got scared of me at first. But she's the one who woke me up. I woke up to her snuggling with me and licking my face. And so I'm almost certain now that a PTSD dog is exactly what I need. And maybe she does have some potential for it. Hi, baby. So I got in here after I calmed down. I'm wearing a sweater, not because it's cold, although it is kind of cold outside, but I'm wearing a jacket because I need the comfort. And so when I first got her, she's trying to look out the window. When I first got her, one of the first things that I taught her was the touch command, where you hold your hand out and they touch it and they get a treat. And I started working on recently, like the past month or so, I started working on her touching other parts of my body, like her stomach, and we'll be standing and I'll just raise my foot in front of her and tell her to touch it. And she does it pretty well. She understands touch means make contact with any part of my body. So I'm now, just tonight, I started step 3, in my opinion, step 3. Where I throw in other cues other than the touch command, and the main cue would be shaking, which is a lot of people when they're having panic attacks, they show different cues. I've seen when you look up panic attack dogs or anxiety dogs, the cues that they teach them is usually scratching, but although I do have a history of self-harm, especially while I'm having my episodes, I have not been having that kind of symptom as of late. So the main thing that I want her to notice is when I start, she's standing on me. The main thing I want her to notice is when I start shaking, because that's pretty much the first visible sign. And I'm sure there are some dogs out there that are trained to, like, detect your heartbeat and stuff, but I have no idea how to train her for that. Stop biting me, Sadie. Yeah, so the first that we're on to now where I shake a part of my body. I'm sorry this intro is so long, but where I shake a part of my body, and I expect her to respond to that by touching me repeatedly and pestering me until she gets a treat. Eventually we'll work up the time and the other things that she's supposed to do. Like, I expect her to kiss me or lick me, snuggle me, climb all over me. I expect her to freak out and want as much attention as possible when I'm having those episodes, because that draws me out of it. So that's the kind of thing she needs to learn how to do when she sees me start shaking like that. Sorry, I have an infection in my mouth and it just leaked out into my mouth all over the place. Ugh. Let me get a drink of water. There is no water. There's a sip. So I'm going to show you guys some of the things that she knows and a couple of things that she just learned today. So she's going underneath me. There's my puppy girl. She is the silliest dog ever. She is such a silly girl. And she does growly sounds whenever she's happy. Not growly, but groany sounds. It's like, oh. Yeah. And she just lost her first tooth the other day. Out of order. She lost a molar instead of her, incisors. Or canines. No bite. Hey. no bite. And she's having a lot of trouble with learning not to bite. So I'm not really sure how to fix that. I think, especially considering the fact that when I'm having panic attacks, if she bites me, it helps. Feeling something like that is very, I guess, sensory is the word. Sensitive, and I respond very well to feeling pain. Right in my ear. I love this girl so much. We got her a new fox because she ripped up her old fox, and she just loves it so much. Okay, so now she is posting on my back. All 4 legs are on my back. Okay, there we go. I'm going to show you guys now. Sadie, treats? Yeah, treats? You want some treats? Look at that face. Yes, let's get you some treats. Okay, let's push this down a little bit so they can see the floor. Alright, so the very first thing, you come over here. The very first thing she knows she has to do to get a treat is to sit down. That's a good girl. I dropped it. That's my fault. We are still, to this day, working on lay down. Lay down. Very good. There you go. She just touched me with her nose on the knee, so she knows that she has to do that, too, a lot of the times. Ugh. Don't worry, she's not choking. She stashes treats in her mouth, and that's just how she recycles them. Touch. Yes. Sit. Sit. Sit up. No, sit. She's a bit lazy tonight, but sit. Very good. So, I just want to show you guys how I taught her this far. First, I'll show you what I just started doing tonight, which is the shaking of the body and then her touching. So sit, not in way of the camera. Okay, I guess that works. Now, come over here a little bit. She's not little anymore, so we have a hard time with this. Sit. Sit. Good girl. And I'll show you what I just taught her to do, which is when I'm taking my leg and I start shaking it, and she touches. Good girl. Touch more than once. That's right. Get my attention. Good girl. Good girl. And so then after that, I brought it up to like a different part of my body. Good girl. You get a bunch of treats for that. So that is what we're onto so far. Oh, she noticed my other foot was shaking. I was shaking this foot, and it caused that foot to shake, and she noticed that. Good girl. So I'm going to show you guys how I started teaching her that. What steps we took to get up to this point. So, when she was a very little baby, what I did, a very little baby, she was 6 weeks and 6 days old. And I took a treat. No, stay. I took a treat and I put it between my fingers like this. And I told her to come and get it. Come. Come. Okay, maybe she doesn't know because I told her to stay. Sadie, touch. Good girl. So what she would do is she would touch it whenever she went to take that treat. Her nose would touch because it's in between. So I would say, touch. Usually she takes it, but she knows she's not allowed to do that. She's got to finish the command. So, touch. Very good. So that's how I taught her the word touch. And then after that, I would take my hand and I put it right. Touch. Very good. Touch. Very good. And then after she learned that, I put it further away. Touch. Very good. And then I took it and I put it on my stomach. Touch. Touch. Very good. Or I would put it on my leg. Touch. Very good. And then I started shaking my leg and I would tell her touch. Very good. Then I took my hand away and I would just shake my leg and tell her to touch. And she's got it now. So you get all those treats because you did so good. So I hope that explained to you guys how to teach a dog. Sorry, I'm having a hard time with thoughts tonight, but okay, she's gonna keep you guys distracted. So that is how I have taught Sadie to be an anxiety alert dog so far. I did not think she was capable of doing it, but I am wrong. She is actually very capable of doing this, and she just needs me to be a better teacher. By the way, I got this from Wish, but I didn't use it. I was expecting it to come a few days before she was born, but it didn't come until about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So that's a little bit of a problem. I trained her using the yes word, so when I say yes, she expects food. And what I wanted to do was to use a clicker in place of that, but I didn't have it, so I said yes. So, let me pause this. Hopefully the sound is still working, because on my other phone, the sound would not continue whenever I pause videos like that, but my fiance came in, so I had to pause it. Anyway, so I forgot what I was saying, but it was something along the lines of I never got to use a clicker because it came in when she was 4.5 months old and already associated the yes word with treats, and so I had no use for the clicker. But it's also a whistle, which she really likes. And my other dog, Ozzy, has sound phobias. So this is really loud. I hope this doesn't hurt anybody's eardrums, but this sound made me blink. And it helps with my other dog, Ozzy, because he's scared of practically anything that makes a pop or a bang or a click sound. So I was working with him with the clicker. But, I think I'll make that my next video, explaining how to use a clicker. So, she just put her water bowl in front of my camera. I think she found treats under a bin. So, anyway, this video has gone on way too long, but I just kind of wanted to update you guys on what's been going on with Sadie. I pretty much stopped training her because I got into a funk, but I just promised myself and her that I am going to fix that. It is time for me to utilize her brain because she has got a big one. So thank you guys for watching, and if you have any tips or any comments or anything to say, really, wow, I just found something poisonous. She ripped open a bag of a toy which had these toxic little beads in them, and she ate a bunch of them. I found them in her poop. Anyway, so if you guys have anything to say, I would very much appreciate whether it's advice or just, you know, I don't know, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you subscribe if you're new, and if you're not, I hope you like this. I hope you like this anyway. I'm just gonna stop talking because I have no idea how to end my videos. So thank you guys for watching, and bye.